I haven't done before. We're going to try to go and do a long live with G.I. Joe Classified. We're going to do a busted open. We're going to do a busted open live. This is my first time ever doing it from the phone and doing it live like this. But I have some, I'm not bragging or anything, but I got some pretty good cameras on these phones. And I figured I would try it out and see how it works or whatever. And I want to see how you guys like with the participation. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to, come on in, so on and so forth. And yeah, we'll begin. What we're going to do is open the G.I. Joe VAMP. I was able to get a hold of this. I know it's old, but I was able to get a hold of this for a very, very reasonable price, and it was used. I figured I'd come on and like at least like show like some action figures or something like that. Pardon the noise in the background. Pardon the noise in the background because we are doing this live. I am in my basement slash studio area. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get it going. So give me a few minutes to post up to a couple of friends, and we will be right back. Okay. If somebody stops in here, leave a comment so I can know what's going on, see if the comments are working. Again, this is my first time ever trying this. Let me know how the lighting is and everything, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me well, because if not, I'm going to switch to using a headset. Hey, Tim, what's going on, my brother? Let me know how the lighting is and everything. I'm doing this live right now as we speak, so that way people can participate, have some fun, chill out, whatever we're going to do. And, my heart and prayers go out to those that are things are really bad right now. You're unemployed because OG Dick Richards, what is going on? I figured I would cut because you know what I did? I went and asked a couple of friends. I was like, do you think it would be a good idea if I showed like some action figures? I know with everybody losing their jobs, food being scarce and everything, I figured it would be a nice thing to take our minds off of it because when I was unemployed, when it was times when I was like out on the street and everything, and yes, I do work a regular job. I am not rich. I just so happen to be blessed with some things and good friends that get me like action figures and little stuff here, even food. You know what I mean? I get it. I totally get it. So I figured we come on here, just chop it up. I'll show you the vehicle that I was able to get a hold of, stuff like that. I didn't want to like mash it in anybody's face, like, look, I got stuff and you know. I figured like this right here would be a good way to get everybody to get their minds off of what's going on, because there's some rough times right now. So give me a second. I'm just posting up to I'm just sharing this with a couple of friends. Hey Kenny, if you get a chance, can you share this in the Discord? Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Can you guys hear me? Again, this is my first time ever doing this from from my phone and everything like that. I want to be able to do these lives more often too. All right, good, good. If it's your first time here, my name is Uncle Nerd, aka founder of Tough Nerd Toys. We do action figure reviews, podcasts, everything. We even have a video game channel, Tough Nerd Toys Gaming. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome. Share it with everyone else. Share this in the Discord for me. Kenny, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to get started in a few minutes. I just wanted to share this with a few people. And we can talk about anything. Just try to keep it off of politics so much. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you so much. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people who are totally like, can't read the temperature of the room or not aware of what's going on. Yeah, these are rough times right now. But I figured like with me, what I used to do is when things would get real bad for me, I would always keep a comic book and an action figure, one of my favorite books, or revert to one of my TV shows. When there was times when I was out on the street, I would just like read the same comic book I had over and over again, or same books I had over and over again, and stuff like that, till I either fell asleep or got something to eat, or whatever the case may be. So I get it. It is my way of coping with things. Like I'll just no, it's not me just going into a shell and being like, like it's not reality, but it was my way of like dealing with things to where as though they weren't that bad. I would keep like one or two action figures in my book bag, a couple of comic books and stuff. And then when it was a time, say like, everybody going home, I don't got nowhere else to go, nothing like that. I would I would just like, go somewhere, make it seem like, I'm going home and shit like that. And I go to wherever, like an abandoned car or like the garage or like a garage or something like that, and I sleep in there. You know what I'm saying? So I do know what it's like to be without work. I do know what it's like to be. I keep my mind busy playing Call of Duty and my shows. Exactly. Exactly. I totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah. I get it. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there. Um, there have been situations where so I didn't have nothing to really to eat and shit like that, and I will always revert to my world of like enjoyment or things that made me happy. You know what I mean? So I figure I would like do what I do with other people or you, my followers and friends and stuff like that, because you never know what nobody's going through. Like shit get rough, man. Shit get real rough. So yeah, I was able to. I've been trying to find this for the longest. I've been trying to get the G.I. Joe classified vamp. This is a used one. I had to get it used because I'm not paying those brand new prices that they were asking for. They want some guys wanted 400 for this. Some people wanted 300 and some odd dollars. I was able to get this for like 130, but it's used. I don't care. I don't care. He had the box and everything with it, so on and so forth. I'm not one of those people I have to have things brand new. Yeah, they wanted 450. There, look on eBay. Hold on eBay right now. If you look on eBay right now, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up for you. And yeah, this was one of my favorite vehicles. This was one of my favorite vehicles growing up as a kid. The G.I. Joe Vamp, the Ram Cycle, Trouble Bubbles, the Cobra Fang Copter, the G.I. Joe Battle Bear. We're talking in the realm of G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joe Battle Bear, the the Cobra Hiss Tank was one of my favorites. What was that one with God, what was that? The Dragonfly Copter wasn't one of my favorites. It was cool, but it wasn't one of my favorites. But the GI Joe, it was the GI Joe Vamp. The Vamp I loved because whether you know it or not, the GI Joe Vamp, it was actually a real vehicle, a prototype vehicle that was going to be developed by yeah, you told me that the Dark Line figure was actually really good. This was the GI Joe Van from the 25th anniversary, and I always loved this vehicle. Believe it or not, this was a prototype vehicle from it was called the Lamborghini Cheetah. The Lamborghini Cheetah. They were going to make this vehicle, so what? They just let GI Joe use it. But this is from the 3 1/4 inch, 4 inch long. I always loved the Vamp, and this is from the classified line for the 6 inch figures. Yeah, I was able to get this. And from what I remember, the G.I. Joe VAMP stands for Versatile All-Terrain Military Patrol or Versatile All Attack Vehicle, something like that. Yeah, but I remember it being called the G.I. Joe VAMP Versatile All-Terrain Military Patrol Vehicle. I loved it. I loved it, along with the Ram Cycle. So yeah, he had it. He said he only played with the figure once. He didn't have room for the what do you call that? He didn't have room for the vehicle itself, which is what I suffer from. I don't have room as much as I would love to collect 6 inch vehicles because I do want to get the Thunder Tank, but that thing is big. It's big. I don't have room or real estate for it. You got to set aside real estate for it. Not to mention, that's not something I would keep on the ground. So I would have to get like a table or a stand for it, so on and so forth. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm already running out of room for action figures, which is why I'm going to be posting up a lot of my action figures on eBay to get rid of some of them. Because, and it's not like, not to mention, I also need the money, but I also want to make room because there's a lot of remodeling going on in this house. I have to make it more renter friendly and everything like that. So I got to get rid of a lot of stuff. Some stuff I'm going to donate, and some stuff it's just gonna what's the name, get sold. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the G.I. Joe classified VAMP vehicle, and it comes with clutch, as you can see right here. Big giant box. And no, I'm not going to keep the box or anything like that. So if anybody wants the box or whatever case may be, I will be you can pay for it to get mailed to you if you want it, whatever. I don't keep my stuff in boxes. I open my stuff up unless I want to get an extra, so that if one breaks, or what's the name, or so if one breaks, I get another one. 4 Plus over here, GI Joe warning hazards over here. Down at the bottom, you can see that it says GI Joe Classified Series by Hasbro. Clutch with VAMP multi-purpose attack vehicle. Yeah, look at that. It was right on there. But I remember being the versatile all-terrain military patrol vehicle. That's what I remember it for. I mean, like, they had different names and stuff like that, but it is the multi-purpose attack vehicle right here. Over here on the side, you got pretty decent box art of Clutch right there. And yeah, these are the other Joes that I have right here. And yes, I do have the Flint with the shitty AI imaging on it right there. Over here on this side, you have the 112 over there, so on and so forth. I didn't want it to scan the barcode. On the back, we have the figure and product image itself right there, looking pretty good. Let me know how this is looking, ladies and gentlemen. You see Clutch's tattoo. You see the inner workings, or the inside of the cockpit of the vehicle. G.I. Joe Clutch with VAMP, so on and so forth. Legal mumbo jumbo at the bottom. Hasbro logo at the bottom. Some more barcodes over here. And yeah. And for the price I paid for this, it was actually almost cheaper, just because it was used. And the guy was like, yeah, it's been used. He said I did have it what's the name, I'm gonna show you, this is used, because if you look real good, you can see like the guy's been moved out of the what's the name, but he put it back together real nice. And I told him, I said, do you want to give it a cheaper price without the box? He was like, nah. He said, I don't want that box. I was like, yeah, I don't blame you. And inside the box we have the parts. I'm hoping he gave me all the pieces. Yeah, this is the ammo case right here, or the ammo cache right here. The ammo locker, as you can see, 112 right there. What did it say? Clutch with VAMP, multi-purpose attack vehicle. Opening stuff up there. It looks like he has everything in there. No, I have not opened this. The same way I am opening this up for you guys is the same way I've gotten it. So I want to be surprised if all the shit ain't in here right along with you guys. So you guys can be surprised when be like, yo, he ain't give me this. Aftermarket for a new VAMP. It's crazy. You got a good price for used. Yes, I did. That was with it shipped. He charged me $140, and he was like, I still got the box and this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. And he had just put it up too. Now, if all the pieces are in here and everything, and it looks like all the pieces are in here, yeah, it's used. I don't care if it's used. I open my stuff up anyway. Let's look and see how much it's going for on eBay. Oh yeah, Kenny. I had my Rob Liefeld Beowulf in there, and I lost it. I wasn't able to get hold of Blood Wolf and Bloodstrike. So if you know somebody selling it for a decent price, let me know. G.I. Joe Classified VAMP. No. Yeah. Look at this. G.I. Joe Classified VAMP. No clutch. Look at the prices they got going for this shit. It's crazy. 305. Just for the figure alone, 175. Crazy. Crazy. I'm not paying that. $364. 250, 250, $15 delivery, 174 for the figure alone. And what they're doing, yeah, you listen, people don't understand what it's like when you're collecting action figures and stuff like that and toys. It's not what they think. They over here thinking like you just buying some old dollar store toy for the figure alone. Yeah, you saw it, right? For the figure alone, $218 for the figure alone. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. G.I.Joe classified clutch with vamp attack, brand new, $242. That's just a bid. Those are bids. G.I.Joe classified vamp, one to a complete pre-owned, 35 watches. I think this is a bid too. But either way, I got it for 140. Yeah, exactly. Look, just for clutch alone, $164.99. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So he's starting his bid at $299. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. No. Nope. Nope. I don't care if mine's is used. It's not that serious. The dude didn't seem like he bukkake my shit. My what's the name? Now I might get this right here, Breaker. Do I want to? Because I mean, like I do like Breaker. I love the retro carded stuff, so I might get this right here. Let me put a star by that. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was dealing with. That's what I was dealing with. That's and I had gotten, you know what the thing is that I had gotten a hold of I had gotten a hold of the clutch. It was in my cart. I have this thing where like I put stuff in my cart and I have so much stuff that I'm doing, I forget to pay for it or I forget it. And then when I go to pay for it, I'll be like, oh shit, okay, let me put this up such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? Then when I look, they'd be like, gone, sold out. That's what happened to my blood wolf and what's the name? So Kenny, if you happen to see the loose collectors blood wolf and the two that came out, you point me towards them and you know somebody selling them for a decent price, let me know. So let's pull this apart, get these wheels out right here. And these wheels are, oh wow, look, they feel like real tires. Great detail on the wheels right there, and you can see that right there going on. And the thing is, too, I try to tell people, don't wait for that junk to go on sale, because a lot of times those figures are not going to go on sale. It's not like how it was back in the day. Stuff is not going to go on sale. You see it, go ahead and buy it when you see it, because you're going to be disappointed later on. When you go to try to get it third party or like, you know, from a buyer, oh man, they're going to rape you. We got the clutch figure over here, and he packed it up really nice. The guy packed it up really nice. You can see this clutch figure looks good. Always love the look of clutch right there. It looks real good. I mean, if you guys are liking this live, let me know. Give it a like and everything like that. Share it with other people. Oh, a little bit of warping right here, but I don't care. I can easily just boil that. But the clutch figure, he feels solid. Great face sculpt on him. Loving that face sculpt. Looks really, really good. Tattoos look real nice on his arm. Got the nice boots and everything. He looks like Clutch. Loving the hairstyle on him. They give him a nice hairstyle. Yeah. Yeah. These are not, for people that are not toy collectors, these are not the G.I. Joes that you purchased back in the day. They're not. That is not. Looks good. Everything looks good on him. Yeah, we're gonna put together the G.I. Joe Vamp together. Great. They did some great sculpting on his body and everything, like the patches and everything looks good. Great textures in the clothing. I always love the rolled up sleeves and everything. Utility belt looks good. Don't mind the wrenches and stuff like that. Yes, they are removable. Got the flashlight. Boots are looking real good too. On the bottom, got some half a tread going on right there. Nice deco too, man. Look at this. The deco on the shoulder looks real good. That face sculpt is boss, man. I'm loving that face sculpt, man. Loving that face sculpt. And he's stiff. The guy didn't give me old floppy rolled up sleeves. I'm mandatory. You already know. You already know, Mr. T. You already know. You already know. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big shout out to my friends, my man T-Base and OG Dick Richards. Looks real good. Got a nice little, somewhat of a fade, tapered cut on the back and everything. Side profile looks good. Got some butterfly joints, Kenny, like you like right there. Hair goes all the way around, pivoting up and down. What is it? Yeah, nice ab crunch, twisted the waist, leg split, twisted the thigh, twist at the thigh, twisted the calf, double hinge knee. You know what most of the Joes they give you and everything like that. Pivoting in the ankle, double hinged elbow, as you can see right there. Oh, look, he got a watch too. Looks good. Tactical gloves look nice on him. Everything looks good on him. Loving the tattoos on his shoulder. Oh, wow. It's like a blonde bombshell type of tattoo he got going on too. Looks good, right? Looks real good. The sculpting on this figure is just amazing, man. Amazing. Loving it. Eyes are nice and even. Eyebrows look good. Nice looking guy. So we're going to put this guy over here. We're going to get... Yeah, he got that Ranger watch. Exactly. I'll pull this out. Nothing inside the box right there. And again, I gave a great review. After this, I'm going to go and give another good review to the guy that sold me this. That sold me this because he could have just put it up there, but he was like, man, he said something. He was like, I just wanted this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. He said, I need the money, this, that, and the other. I said, bro, I got you. I said, if it's all in one piece, he said, no, it's together. He said, and look, he even gave me the instruction booklet with it too. He doesn't look like he skimped out on anything, you know. Doesn't look like, you know, sometimes when people sell you stuff, they'll snatch out some shit that they want to keep, but it doesn't look like he skimped out on anything like that. This is the G.I. Joe multi-purpose attack vehicle. I love the VAMP. Always been one of my favorites. So let's put this baby together. I don't think it matters which tires I put on where. So pop that on there. And these tires are nice and solid too. Now this one, I can deal with the size of this, right? And yes, I love the G.I. Joe VAMP. I've always been a fan of the G.I. Joe VAMP. First wave of G.I. Joe blew my mind as a kid. Yes, look. Hard rubber wheels. Not no hard rubber wheels. I'm having to give this a lot of pressure to squeeze this. Solid plastic, as you can see. Nice treads on the wheels, too. Snaps right into place right there. And no, this isn't a new vehicle, but it's new to me because I've been searching for... Kenny know how I've been looking for this vehicle, man. I've been looking for this vehicle for a minute. I've been looking for this vehicle for a minute. Put it over here. And we already got the wheel. Nice and solid, too. This thing is thick. This thing is thick. It's not... It doesn't feel like a hollow vehicle or anything like that. Now, it looks like there was something brown. I think this goes up here, right? Yeah, that goes up here. Let's look at the box. Okay, I looked at the box. It looks like I got everything going so far. Yeah, that's in the right place. All right, so that's in the right place. All right, so now we have to put some floodlights. You know, it can't be the VAMP without this, boy. Now, me, I've always loved the fact that what the VAMP had, instead of AA guns on the back, I thought it always had laser guns. That's what made me really love the VAMP, because it was like a military vehicle, but from the future. This right here seems like it just snaps right on. Oh, look, it has suspension too. This is cool. This is cool. I'm liking this. This is nice. Has suspension on it too. It has suspension on it. So we can, I guess, snap that into place right there. So you're saying on G.I. Joe, those weren't lasers, those were tracer rounds. They were shooting at each other on the cartoon, Kenny? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that G.I. Joe was shooting tracer rounds? They were shooting tracer rounds at each other? They all had tracer rounds. That's insane, Kenny. That's crazy. Okay, so we got Clutch's helmet right here. Looks good on his head. Fits right on. Looks good. What else we got in here? Oh, what is this called? The gridiron. The gridiron, right? The gridiron helmet. Pop this off. Put this on him. Wait. Oh, shit. This one you can actually fit over top his head. Look. I thought it was an exchangeable head. Because, you know, most of the gridiron stuff, you have to change the head. But no, look. How cool is that? Loving the deco on this. Let me bring this closer. Nice helmet. Nice deco. Look at that. Yeah, they didn't have alien technology to like Cobra did. Yeah, right? He looks good. I thought it was an extra head, but no, it's actually a helmet. Look. And it fits nice. It doesn't look too cumbersome on him. Yeah, the helmet is a real good look, man. And you know, he has the drop down hips as well. And again, they got the tools over here. I'm not going to pull these tools out. I might later on so you guys can see them. It's just that I don't want to lose them because I'm clumsy with shit. I will end up losing these. Okay. So yeah, he looks good, man. That is looking good right there. Just got to straighten it out a little bit. There you go. Look at this. This is nice. I thought it was a whole head I had to replace, but no. And because G.I.Joe and Cobra were mixed units, the traces were to identify sides. Still, you stupid. Nice sculpting. It's done in like a hard vinyl though, but it's nicely sculpted, man. Look at the sculpting and the tech and the paint apps on here. Beautiful. That shark tooth deco looks good. Yeah, the shark tooth pattern looks real good on here. Got like a, you know what this reminds me of? Appleseed a little bit. This helmet reminds me of Appleseed. For those of you who aren't anime fans, it reminds me of Project Appleseed. Alphonse, I think his name was. But yeah, Clutch looks good with that helmet, man. So that way you don't have to wear out the peg switching heads and everything. The helmet fits on real good. This is how he looks from a distance with the helmet on. I think he looks real good with that, man. Real good. So yeah, I'm going to put him over to the side over there. What else is in here? He even gave me the ripped open, what's the names though? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't complain. I can't complain. The dude was actually a nice collector, which is very rare. And because one thing about being in this field is that you're going to come across, I figure I'd lay out all the stuff right there, as you can see. You're going to come across some individuals that are childish and very, very immature. Very immature. You would think because we are all adults that collect, that a lot of us, that we all will have like a certain sense of common sense, or, you know, just being mature like adults. And no, I've come across individuals that act like pure children. So let me put this up here so I can see exactly what goes where. All right, so this goes, they have that in the front. Does it clip onto the, all right, let's put these up here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's supposed to be 6, right? All right, you can pull them together. I would like to have them separate, but you know what? All right, there they go. Those are on. All right, so we got the floodlights on and everything like that. How's it coming along, guys? What you guys think? Coming along pretty nice, right? Let me know how the lighting is, if you guys like the lighting that I have going on and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Are you liking this, Kenny? Do you like that I'm doing it live? I like the fact that we can participate in it, man. We can all participate. You can tell me right now whether you like this shit or not. You know what I mean? Because boom, I'm the type like this. Kenny, I wouldn't be able to hang out at your house because I would be going messing with your toys all day. I'd be like, yo, Kenny, can I see this one right here? I'd be the made you open up all sorts of stuff, pull, asked if I could see this, if I could see that. I'm telling you, you got the winch right there in the front, the tow handles in the back, in the front as well. Everything is looking good on here. Wait, we're missing a shovel. It's supposed to be a shovel because I think it should. The shovel goes right here. Hold on one second. I think I threw it. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. Yep, I threw it away. I almost threw this away. You ever threw away some parts with your stuff before? Like you throw the box away, and next thing you know, you missing that part, and you don't already put it in the garbage. All right, so we can clip the shovel right here. There we go. That looks nice. That's looking real. I'm loving the shocks on this. Look. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. Some more lights. They gave you tons of lights with this, man. It even, you know what? I wanted the vamp to have like the base bare bones look, like the classic vamp right here. But I'm liking the way this vamp look. Yeah. You know, I'm going to put some more stickers on this thing, boy. I'm going to go get me some repo labels and put them on here. But the stickers and the deco that they have on this is already really nice. And it does have steering as well. If you look, I'm turning the wheels left and right. We're going to take a look inside once I assemble this thing completely. He even gave me, this guy did me some justice, man. He actually lost money with selling this to me because he could have sold it for so much more. But I told him right now, I said, yo, I got the money right now. He said, you sure? I said, yeah. I said, boom. We was talking back and forth on eBay. We put the handles right here, as you can see. Spin it around. Put this over here. Yeah, right? Now that vehicle that you showed me, was that Gridiron or was that Valiverse? It had like 6 wheels to it. It had like 6 wheels to it. I'm on live on YouTube. Come check me out. All right, man. All right. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I want that. I want that. The Vanguard. Now that I have the G.I.Joe VAMP, which is the only vehicle. Well, I do want the Snowcat. I want a HISS tank, but the thing is, I don't have room for that shit. These vehicles take up a lot of real estate. I keep trying to tell people that. This thing is what? 13 inches long. 6.5, no, 7, 8 inches high with the turret cannons on the top. And how wide? Let's see how wide this thing is. Yeah, 7 to 8 inches wide. The 6-inch stuff is it takes up a lot of space. Do I like the way they did the vehicles? Yeah. Love the way they did the vehicles, but this looks great right here, man. I am loving this right here. This looks beautiful. Let me know if the lighting is good for you guys. Okay, let me pull this down, make sure I got everything. Okay. I guess we can put the fuel canisters. Wait. I think we could put the fuel canisters in the back. What does it say right here? Okay, that pops on there. Okay, so these go on the side. How do these go on? Okay, they're showing that it goes like this. I think. Okay, well, the fuel canister is going. Fuel canister is going here like this. All right. Let me point this down so you guys can see. Fuel canister is going like this. And then, I dropped the axe somewhere because he did give me the axe. I just saw it. Where the fuck did I put that at? When I threw the box, there's a emergency axe it comes with, but he did give me the everything came in here. If anything's missing right now, it was my fault. He did give me the fire extinguisher. Where did they show the fire extinguisher go? But I guess these go like this, seems like. Oh, feed them in like that, right? Let's bring this up a little bit. Feed them in like that. I guess it can sit like this in the cradle. And then we bring the other one over here. Hey, Pete, what's going on, my brother? How are you? How are you? I just figured I'd come on here and show some action figures because this has been a rough time for everybody. With everything going on, you know, we could just sit and talk or whatever, you know? And yeah, these are removable too. So if you want to give them, you know, I'm going to slap this in roadblock hand, boy. Yes, I do have roadblock. And everything fits on here real snug too. I've always loved the G.I.Joe V.A.M.P. G.I.Joe V.A.M.P has always been one of my favorites. I think it goes like this. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, it sits in here. I think. Because it's a nook carved out for it. I think it fits in like that. I don't know. I have to look and see. Wait, hold on. Did I break it? Yeah, you done fucked it up, boy. You done tore it up. Okay. All right, so that sits there. I think these sit like that. And we can feed the belt, the ammo belt, into the cannons. There we go. I think it goes like that. I'm not sure. I think that's it. What do you guys think? I think that's it, right? I think that's how it goes in. But this is a very nice vehicle. Along the bottom, you have some sculpting, as you can see right there. You can see like there's like wheel movement, so you can take it left and right and everything like that. This is a and it's solid. It feels really, really solid. This is a solid feeling vehicle. They did a great job on this. You know, when G.I. Joe, when Hasbro messes up, I call them on it, which is why I guess I don't get like, things sent free to me or anything like that. I'd rather be genuine and hold my integrity by telling you guys the truth versus just going up there be like, yeah, this is good. Get it. No, when they mess up, they messed up. They mess up. Like when they messed up on that, what was the name of that figure? Falcon. Falcon was a mess. They did Falcon horribly, but it's great detail as you can see on here. It's pretty much assembled. I don't know. Wait, where does the fire extinguisher go? Fire extinguisher, I guess you can put that anywhere, but I want you guys to see the interior of the vehicle. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me know if you guys can see it in the inside. The interior looks really, really good. You have the steering wheel, the odometer, the speedometer, everything is in there looking real, real good. The seats look good. Got the handles. The deco all around this thing looks absolutely amazing. You know, they did a great job on this, man. I'm really happy with this. I thought I was going to strip it down to look like the original G.I. Joe V.A.M.P by taking these off and everything like that. But I like it both ways. I like it with the floodlight, the little bit of the modernized look with the floodlights and everything on there. And everything fits on real snug. As once you pop it on, it doesn't feel like it's going to come off and anything like that. I think I put it together correctly. Got some nice gold studs in the front. Those lights look good. They're made out of a transplant, like a transparent blue plastic. As you can see, nice treads on the wheels. Undercarriage is looking good. You know, you got the made from Hasbro serial numbers and everything under the bottom, as you can see right there. I mean, there's deco all around this thing. We'd be all day me showing you everything, but I've showed you most of it. So what we really want to know is, what do the figures do, or what the figures look like sitting inside? So we're going to take clutch. I'm going to take clutch because, you know, we can't have the vehicle without clutch. We're going to take clutch. And how would he sit inside? Let's see. We're going to sit clutch inside, right? Oh, he also came with a shotgun too. I think this is perfect for clutch. He get out. Boof, 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 boof. Motsburg right here, boy. Let me stop saying weapon names, because last time I said weapon names, they dinged my channel. But I see other people mention the weapon's name and everything. They don't get in trouble, but I do it, I get in trouble. This is not the G.I. Joe 3 1/4 inch. This is the G.I. Joe Classified, which is 6 to 7 inch figures. Okay, let's get this right. Okay, there we go. I love the boots on him. I love when they give him these boots. They gave my man those boots. What's his name? Hawk. They gave Hawk those boots. I like it. Here he is with the helmet, looking good. Shotgun a little bit rubbery. So, but don't worry, I got a ton of weapons. But I mean, like, they did some pretty good sculpting on the weapon. It's just that this was back when they were still giving people those rubbery weapons. They don't do it anymore. The helmet looks good on them. Helmet looks real good. Again, I like everything within this set. You know, sometimes you get a set and it's like a few things you don't like within it. This one, I liked everything. I enjoyed everything in it. Clutch looks real good. Flashlight, monkey, the channel locks and everything look good. Loving the utility pouches on them. All right, let's pop them in there. Let's pop this driver in there. All right, so get him in there. How are we gonna sit him in there? Wait. I'm a brick. Okay. Can I sit him in through the top? Let me see something. Yeah, come through the top. Oh yeah, sit right on in, nice and snug. You know me, I like to make it seem like he's driving a stick. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. The hand on the handle. The hand on the gear over here. You drive stick, T-Base? Of course you do. You're a military guy. Of course you drive stick, T-Base. You're a military guy. I might glue these in here. I might. But then again, I want to see how Roadblock looks holding that. Because if Roadblock look good holding that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, boy. Put his helmet on him. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If anything goes funky, please let me know. He looks really good in that vehicle, man. Really good. Really good. He looks good. Yeah, this thing looks really, really good. Great deco on it. Everything all the way around. You got like and even over here, if you look real good where the lights are, it's done in a transparent red plastic back here. Stand away. You got stickers all around it. They didn't cheapen out with the stickers or nothing like that. I haven't seen no warping on the weapons or anything like that. And I think these go the opposite. No, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm really, really liking this. They did a great job with this. G.I. Joe VAMP was always one of my favorite G.I. Joe vehicles. Now, let's see how it looks with other figures involved. We're gonna take some, we're gonna put my man over here. Code name. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get that G1. Get that first wave going. Look who we gonna put on there. Code name Rock and Roll. I didn't bring it to the other hand, but you get the gist of it. Let's sit him. No, you know who we're gonna sit him in? We're gonna put a bunch of different stuff going on. We're gonna have some stuff going on, man. We're gonna have some stuff going on. Let's look at it in comparison to one of my other favorite vehicles, a G.I. Joe. Again, I'm more of a first wave and second wave G.I. Joe vehicle fan. Like, out of the newer, when it started getting into the newer stuff, I did love the Havoc, the G.I. Joe Havoc, even though it was like a very unconventional vehicle. I love the G.I. Joe Havoc. It looked great. Where's it at? Okay. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just getting some things, but there we go. There we go. Let me try. I'm trying to get him situated. Okay. So we're going to put that over there, and we're going to fit Rock and Roll into there. Slide him in right there. Code name Rock and Roll. This is the outfit I like Rock and Roll in. You know what? We're going to take this off and have this sitting outside the vehicle. So he just like shells just dropping everywhere. Yeah, look at that, boy. Bing, 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 bing. Now Rock and Roll up here. Look at that. Look at that. Get some. Get some. Then we put this on top. Put this over here. I gotta find out where these canisters go because I think they clip in somewhere. I'm just not noticing it. For those of you out there watching, just let me, correct me. I don't know everything, If I'm messing up putting this thing together, if I put it together all backwards, let me know, How you guys liking this live so far? Oh, man, this looks good. This looks good, man. This looks real good. This looks good. We could have a shotgun we put the shotgun so he could just grab, we just have it in here so he could just grab it out. He could just grab it out when he jump out the car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, please give a like and a subscribe. We're doing this live. I'm going to start doing these live so you guys could just join in and participate. I like doing the lives. And this winch in the front is great, man. This winch is real nice right here. And yes, it does detach. You can detach the winch. See? This does detach. They did a great job on this. Now, you know I had to do this, right? You know I had to do this. I'm going to show you guys. Give a little comparison. I gave the measurements and everything like that. And yeah, clutch is coming in at the usual G.I. Joe size, 6.5. But it wouldn't be complete without some G1 junk without this. Oh, you got him next to, you got Stalker with the jetpack on. Oh, looking, and the, got the jetpack on. So if he dumped the bike, he going straight to the air. Looking good, boy. Looking good. I just wanted to show you guys in comparison to the G.I. Joe Ram cycle. He's looking real good. And if you watch one of my shorts, you'll see where I gave him an alternate head sculpt right here. This is not the original head sculpt that came with that came with Stalker. I did not like the original head sculpt. I thought this one was much better. Much better. You guys let me know what you think. I think it's a much better head sculpt. It's a little scuffed and everything like that. Yeah, because it was painted. I had the guy custom make me a light green one to go with the retro Stalker. But yeah, he looks good. And the wheels move freely. I love how with these vehicles, they give them all hard wheels. Right here. This is hard rubber. Hard rubber. It's like one solid rubber piece. It's a hard rubber. So yeah, he's looking good next to the Ram cycle. Let's see him next to oh yeah. Let's see him next to the Corsican brothers. The Corsican brothers' best method of transportation, a G.I. Joe Trouble Bubble. Looking real good, right? Look at it. Looking real good next to the Corsican brothers. Or the Tomax and Zema. They were my favorite villains. I don't know what, between the Dreadnoks, I think I like G.I. Joe more so for the villains than for the heroes. And yes, this winch does work. It is a working winch, as you can see. Right there. And there he is. Right there is one of the Crimson Guard twins next to the G.I. Joe V.A.M.P. Perfect size, too. Perfect size. What do you do, Dreadnought? Care to join us in a fight? Yeah, but this looks good. This looks real good. I give the G.I. Joe V.A.M.P. I would say what? You know, we always go by a scoring system of 5, right? 5 being the highest. Hold on, I had to straighten up my lights. 5 being the highest. I will give this a 5 out of 5 nerd pins. A 5 out of 5. What you guys think? I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 nerd pins. Because you got the helmet. They gave you the extra helmet. You can literally put all sorts of figures on this thing. Who else do I have that I could throw on there? Ooh. Ooh, look who I got. I'm going to try to put him on there. I'm going to put him in there. No, we can have Roadblock. Like, where could he have him sitting on the back? Like, this thing is just ready for... This thing is just ready for whatever, bro. It's ready for whatever, boy. It's ready for... Look at that. Look at that, boy. The back is covered. The front is covered. We got 2 heavy machine gunners there. You just see G.I. Joe and then heaven. That's what you do. You see G.I. Joe and then heaven. And when he run out of ammo, he jump back here. He jump back here and start grabbing this. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? No, you know what? We're going to put my man up there, boy. And look, as you can see back there, I did get the new Flint. Thanks to a supporter of Tough Nerd Toys. They ordered it for me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. They would like to remain anonymous. So we're going to take old Flint right here. Look like that. Woo! Look at that shotgun, boy. Look at that shotgun. Look at that shotgun. Look at that shotgun, boy. Boom. 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 You take him, put him in this position, and have him just like back here. Like have him back here, boy. Just go, 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 go. Hold up. Hold up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Kenny, you ready? You ready for this, Kenny? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can we get him like, yeah, man. We can have him leaning back here, boy. Man in that cannon. Ooh, ooh. Look at this. It's about to get nasty, Kenny. It's about to get nasty, my boy. It's about to get nasty, my boy. Hold up. I gotta get... See, that's the thing about posing action figures. You got to get the right... It's all about... See, I don't really play with my figures, but mine's is all about posing. You got to get the right pose. Now, you don't want them shooting this, right? This is somewhat of a good pose I got going right here. Then we got roadblock sitting on the side. We got to put roadblock back on the side. Right? Right? Right. Let's get roadblock back. Got roadblock sitting on the side right here. No, let's sit roadblock over. Let's sit him over here. Just in case somebody try to mess with the Joes from the back. This thing is decked out, boy. This thing is decked out, boy. Then you got big homie. You got the big homie over here. Hold up, let me push this back. Then you got the big homie over here on the bike. Whether you know it or not, you do know, like, pretty much Stalker was second in command to Hawk. So he's actually a higher rank than Duke. So look, we got Stalker. We got Stalker in the Ram cycle. We got Clutch, Rock and Roll, Roadblock, and Flint. How this look? How this look, boy? How this look? How this look? Honestly, even with the trouble bubble flying, he's not gonna be able to handle all these dudes. It's too many ballistics, too much firepower going on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not ready. He ain't ready. They're gonna shred this, bro. They're gonna shred it. Even if he was to fly away, they got enough ammo and everything to knock him out the sky. All right. So yeah, I give the G.I. Joe V.A.M.P. G.I. Joe Classified V.A.M.P. Man, I give this thing like a what? I give it a 5-star all the way. It was way better than what I expected. Now what I want now is the Snowcat. All right, it's three vehicles I want, right? I want the Snowcat. Hold on, I'm just trying to get my light together. There we go. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Nope, nice and secure. I want the Snowcat, but I didn't know if I wanted to back that. Plus, at that time, I was in a very bad financial spot. I'm going to look on eBay and see what they're trying to go with for the Snowcat. I'm going to see what they're trying to do for the Snowcat. So on and so forth. Yeah, look at that, boy. Look at that, boy. Go ahead, man. Look at Roadblock. He's like, go ahead, man. Look at that. Look at that, boy. Look at that. What you think, guys? What you think? What you think? What you think, boy? What you think? Look at this. This is a beautiful piece right here, boy. I'm so happy I got a hold of this. Now, I know I don't need all the vehicles because I don't have the space nor real estate for it. But I figured out just what's the name. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let you guys choose which one of these figures you want me to bust open. Do you want me to bust open Hawk, Cobra Commander, Flint, Monkey Wrench, Dial Tone, or whatever we don't get to today, we will get to tomorrow. Don't you guys want me to open Flint or Hawk? Don't you guys want me to open Flint or Hawk? Whoever puts it in the chat first, that's who I'll go with. Who you want me to open? Don't you guys want me to open Flint or Hawk? Whoever puts it in the chat first, that's who I open. Whoever puts it in the chat first, that's who I'll open. If you don't say anything, I'm going to choose what I want to choose. And you know it's either going to be Flint or Hawk. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, 9.25, 10. We are going to open Flint. All right, so here we have Flint, ladies and gentlemen. And this is some horrible AI artwork that they gave him on the package. I know I did not go for the Hasbro Pulse one that they had, whereas though it had a different art, whatever. I felt as though like you could have done that the first time. And this one I don't mind. I don't mind ruining because I do not like this face sculpt on here. It looks absolutely terrible. Or this artwork on here looks absolutely terrible. But I do love the blister pack that Flint is on. Everything is good with this except for the head. That right there, that head is terrible on the artwork right here. You got the G.I.Joe logo up there. You got the Hasbro logo down at the bottom. Figure over here in the blister. On the back, well, up at the top, it says 4+. On the back, you have the other figures within the line, which is Televiper, CoverGirl, and that's it, G.I.Joe.com, prices, barcode, so on and so forth. Right here, if you want to later on pause this to read his file card, but it's usually more than that. Role warrant officer, primary military specialty, infantry, secondary military specialty, helicopter pilot, birthplace, Wichita, Kansas. A former Rhodes Scholar and thorough tactical planner, Flint personally led a half a dozen rescue missions in hostile territories that, for obvious reasons of security, were never publicized, let alone admitted to. Now, the old file card that I remember him having, it was more in depth than that. It was more in depth than that, but we'll go with what we have right there. And it says, knowing is half the battle. Anything on the side? No, nothing on the side. Let's bust this guy open. I don't care about this packaging right here because I do not like the artwork on it because Flint's face looks crazy on there. It looks nuts. Versus, I don't know why they didn't just use the old art from the original G.I. Joe 3¼ inch artwork, or just recycle some of that stuff. But who knows? Maybe some of the artists hold rights to it, or they would have to pay the artist, or I don't know. So we open in the package right here. Inside the package, we got Mr. Flint, and he comes with a stand. He comes with a stand. And he comes with a stand right there. Nice hard plastic stand, as you can see right there. Let me bring this down a little bit. Nice hard plastic stand that you can see right there. Move this out the way because sometimes YouTube will be like, oh, you were showing off knives in your what's the name? Ban that channel. Put that over there. Then we have the figure right here. We're going to go over his accessories first, as I always do. Nice hard plastic right there. That looks like, is that dynamite? Look like dynamite. You got some grenades sculpted in there. Canteen, nice pouches, nice buckles, nice straps. Everything looks good on this right here. Nice hard solid plastic done in the green. Got one paint app going on there, but great sculpting within the backpack. It looks really, really good. Then you have his beret right here. His beret looks really good. And yeah, they went in depth in his beret and everything like that, but it's done in a nice soft vinyl, so it looks real good. You have a shotgun right here. Not better than my Flint shotgun. Where's my Flint shotgun? Look at this, boy. Goom. Look at this. Goom. Goom. Yeah, but I got two shotguns. You can never have too many shotguns when it comes to me. I love shotguns. Don't you, Tim? Don't you, T-Base? You like shotguns too, don't you? You thought I forgot, didn't you? Yeah. Nice sculpting. Nice sculpting. Nice coloring. Nice paint apps on here. Is it done in a hard plastic? It's harder than usual. It's not the rubbery stuff. I can't do the worm with this, but it's looking real good. Then you also have a fist over here. Have another fist over here. Looking real good. You have a pointing finger over here. All of this is done in nice hard plastic. Then you also have an open hand over here. And I guess that's for him. Let me see. Let me pull this out. You have an open hand. I guess that's to cradle the shotgun. With the peg on the back so that you can switch it out. Now, I gave him the nice gloves that he had with the lines around them, like he had in the cartoon or in the comic book. Looks good. Looks really good. Then he has his pistol here, and it's done with a nice sculpt. Does it have removable? No, this one doesn't have a removable magazine, but it's done real nice. Looks like a 9mm. Please don't ding me, YouTube. It's done in a solid black right there. And yeah, that was all of his accessories. Now going into the figure, this looks really, really good. And we're going to do a comparison with the first Flint, classified Flint that they did against this one. This is his retro card, but I'm loving everything on here. I don't know about the face. Let me see something. Oh, no, it looks better with the head. But I don't know why they got him looking like he's smiling and everything like that. But the face sculpt is not that bad. Face sculpt, not that bad. Loving how they did this t-shirt with the arms, with the sleeves rolled up right there. The harness looks real good on him over here. The tactical pants look great. Boots look even better. Nice holster on the side. Let's put this in here. Yeah, he looks good. And he's stiff. He came out the pack stiff. Let's put him with a shotgun. All right, we got the finger through the trigger hole. Has that watch on. Gloves. Any deco? Yes, he has deco under his belt like the original figure did. If you can see that real good. Right there. Nice deco on this beret. The belt looks nice with engravings in there, deco on there, nice paint apps. Everything looks good on this guy. And it has a typical articulation that most Joes do. Most of the G.I. Joe classified. Head goes all the way around. Nice pivoting on the head. It's on a double ball socket. It's on a double ball socket. Right there, looking good. Nice. Does he have a nice ab crunch? Yeah, nice ab crunch. Twist at the waist. Split at the leg. Right there. Twisting at the thigh. Double hinged knee going on right there. Twist at the ankle, as you can see. And I'm loving those boots. I'm loving those boots. Does he? And at the ankle, he has a twisting and pivoting at the ankle. Twist at the calf, I mean. And yeah, he looked, and he has the drop down hips right here. He looks really good. He looks really good. Let's put this hand out, take this hand off, and give him the shotgun hand. See how well he cradles it. Yeah, looks good. Okay. And there we have him with the shotgun in his hand. Looks good. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. He looks good. I told you he had a double hinge knee, right? Yeah. Twisting at the waist. This Flint looks good. Flint looks real good. Let's see him in comparison to the Flint that's on the cannons back here. Now, a lot of people didn't like the face on this Flint. I actually like the face on this Flint. He looked more grizzled. I'll show you. Oh, wow. This Flint is taller than this Flint. That's crazy. Which face sculpt you like? I'm thinking I like the first Flint face sculpt versus the new one. Hold on. Let me let it focus. Yeah, I think I like this one better than this one. This one looks more hardened, or like, it looks more like a grizzled soldier than this one. So yeah, I might swap heads. I might swap this head and put it on here because this one looks too, I don't know, looks too happy. Looks like an AI face. The body sculpt is perfect, but that face sculpt, I'm not digging it. Let me see something. You know what I'm about to do, right? Give me your head. this one. This one. Will it fit? Nope. They did that shit purposely. But it looks better on him. This one, this head looks better on him, man. But it won't fit. See, look. I like this head on him versus this one. I don't like this head. I don't like this head on him. I like this one better. But it won't stay on. Looks like I'm going to be doctoring some stuff tonight. No, don't. Yep. Yeah. So Flint looks pretty good. Face sculpt could have been better. Face sculpt could have been much better. But as far as the figure looks great. He's actually taller. Oh, wait. Let's put the backpack on him. I'm about to forget the backpack. All right. There, and there we have Flint with all of his stuff on him. Looking good. Where's his pointing finger at? No, he got a fist, because, you know, Flint was always punching people in the face. Especially in the cartoon. Again, you know what? I love the G.I. Joe comic book for what... I love both of them. Ooh, that's the wrong fist. I enjoyed both of them. I enjoyed both the comic book. I enjoyed the comic book for the violence, and I enjoyed the cartoon for the personalities. To me, I would always use the personalities from the cartoon and the voices from the cartoon, and the comic book is where I got the violence from. He looks great with that fist. Yo, Joe. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. Flint is coming in. Let's put him on his stand. If you guys are saying anything, it's not coming through. So don't think I'm ignoring you. Please don't. There we go. All right, put that head back on him. All right. And you know what? I do like this classic Flint. I just don't like his head. His head looks funky. It looks funny. Looks like he's ready to play or some shit like that. I don't know. It looks like a little boy. He is coming in at 6.5. Yeah. So that was one of my busted open lives. All right. I will be doing more of these. If you like them, let me know. Leave some likes, leave some comments, whether now or later. Let me know how you like this format. Let me know if you enjoyed participating, so on and so forth. Yeah. What was it? The G.I. Joe VAMP is for the win. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be this good. It's made of good quality parts and everything like that. And I have seen upgrade kits that the Gridiron Gridiron is putting out there. But so I don't see the need to upgrade it anymore. I like it. I like it for the way it looks and everything. They did a great job on this, and it looks great next to the other vehicles and everything like that. Great job with this. With Flint standing next to it. But I'm thinking I was going to get rid of this Flint once the new one came out, the retro car, but I think I'm going to still keep this Flint because I like the face sculpt on this Flint. The face sculpt on this Flint is better, in my opinion, than the face sculpt right here. I like this one much better because he looks more hardened. He looks more serious. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we'll probably bust open some more Joes. We'll probably do, I'll let you guys choose either Hawk or one of these guys right here. Yeah, I like this face. I like this face over here more. It just looks more serious, like, you know, more hardcore than this one right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And remember, when you buy a toy, what do? You bust it open. Why keep it in the box? Why keep it in a box? Just bust it open, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my Busted Open Live. Share with everybody. And yeah. Oh, you know what? We didn't grade this guy. I give him a 4. I give him a 4. That face sculpt is not what's up with me. And I already told you how tall he's coming in, but that face sculpt is not what's up with me. I was going to get rid of the new Flint, the old Flint, once he came in, but no, I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. I'm just going to alternate between the two. I do still like this Flint. You know what I'll do? I'll buy a harness. I'll buy a harness and take some of this kibble off. I'll take this off. I'll kit bash him and go on eBay, get this harness, because more than likely somebody's going to be selling this soon. Go on eBay, get this harness so I could show the t-shirt and stuff, like show the shirt, the button up, and keep this Flint. I was gonna get rid of him, but I'm not. I like this. I still like this Flint, contrary to popular belief. You know what I'm saying? I still like this Flint. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys. Take care. You know, things are gonna get better. Don't be discouraged. It's just a rough time that we're going through right now, ladies and gentlemen. I figure I'd come on here and just do like a live and show you some toys and, you know, give you some words of confidence and upliftment. Like, we're going to be fine. Trust me. Things are bad right now, but they're going to get better. So I love you guys. Take care. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you guys later.